Leslie Thiel, professor of politics and sustainability, said, "Rather than attempting to solve a perceived problem with a technological quick fix, an attempt that inevitably produces unintended and generally pernicious consequences, Berry asks us to approach every problem as a symptom of a system that is failing to satisfy the needs of its constituents." In our modern world, we rely on technology. The constant advancements we get to experience seem magical, addicting, and promising for our future. However, with these miracles always come problems. Leslie Thiel is arguing that we have come to believe that the solution to all of our unintended crises that have resulted from technology is just to add on more technology. So why do we try to conquer our problems with more of it? Technology has so many benefits that the things it can promise us easily seem to outweigh all of the problems that come with it, which we are told to only perceive as small inconveniences. Charles Eisenstein once said in his blog, "If it were up to technology to save us, it already would have." We have long possessed the technologies to live abundantly and sustainably on this planet, but we have used them to other ends. No new technologies are necessary. I wanted to know more, so I decided to email Charles Eisenstein, and to my surprise, he emailed me back and told me about the risks we take when we're using technology. He added on to Thiel's statement and said, "The technological mindset tends not to understand the problem to begin with, because it sees the world in terms of numbers, things that can be measured and controlled. It leaves out the complex, the sacred, and the qualitative. Then it responds to the failure of technology with even more technology. We are disregarding an important spiritual world that I will talk about later. The logical minds in our society believe in science and numbers. We view nature as a resource, and we view climate change as a technical problem that needs machines to fix." This got me thinking, is our perception of nature harming the way we solve climate change? Now, while these machines could make an impact, I realized that it still doesn't deal with the underlying issue of our perception of the Earth, which leads me to my main idea. Technological fixes are jeopardizing our connection to nature and the spiritual world. An example of a person who is an extreme techno-optimist is Michael Zay. His futurist worldview is exactly what has driven us to this place. He strongly believes that technology should be constantly utilized because this is the only way our human race can develop. He wants to use technology to modify our bodies to conquer problems like climate change with little effort. This worldview of believing that we need to technologically evolve to be something that humans aren't meant for will come with consequences that the modern world has already almost forgotten about, which is our connection to nature. As unnatural as it seems to us, nature is a part of us. It is crucial to our purpose and our survival. It seems so unnatural because we keep moving further and further away from this perception. However, not the entire population lives by this. There are tribes of indigenous people who have an understanding of nature that we lack. I want to share with you a great West African writer native to the tribe called Dagara. Contrasting Zay's view, Malidoma Some argues that we cannot disregard the spirit. He says that we can't forget how important human interaction, connections, purpose, and nature is to our survival. Technology is pulling us away from our nature, which is a fundamental human need. He claims that by harnessing indigenous forms of technology, such as rituals, herbal medicine, and farming, we can connect to the spiritual world too, and achieve a balance between our interconnection to nature and modern innovation. So, should we continue to try to conquer climate change with technology and risk the loss of our fundamental relationship to nature? Technology will break us apart if we further continue to exceed nature's boundaries. At this rate, people will move further and further away from the peace of a leader culture, where the goal for man was to simply exist. We will be fully captured in the taker culture of wanting more and needing more power in our universe. So, seeking harmony while fighting climate change with technology is impossible. We must understand the problem and regard the consequences of our actions. Only and only this way we can find a balance between innovation and nature and conquer our problems accordingly. Thank you.